Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates.
A wrong approach. Abaganda tukugamba nti ekiwugulu si kyekitta, kiwugulu kikubulya buwulizi. Yosefu, where I adopted my name, I was never baptized in the church. Bafaze chukuni bamfulumya at the age of 3. Amanyi gange gapadda. Tuganti nenkufira njambalira bwere. Nenkufira abamanyi ebyaffe bamanyi amaanyi gaayo. Kati wano ndi ku level ya kadinali mubiri ebyaffe. Yola buli ansonga mu olugalo. Bamupani bamutama. Mandu ekubwa. Kagati mbagamba. Yosefu yalootanga ebirooto. Naye baganda be basalawo nga mutte. Bwe yalaba tebadda n'atumayo Yosefu, sekalootera wuuyo leero tunaamutta katumutuule mu luzzi nti ensolo embi ye yamulya. Yosefu yalootanga ebirooto, banne ne bamukyawa ne bagenda bamutunde, bali bagenda musula. Taata waabwe yatuma Yosefu abuuze nga tebadda mu ddungu. He ended up in Egypt. Ye yalagula kabaka ate nga omukazi muka kabaka ayagala mukozesa n'agaana. Yosefu bwe natuuka mu P7 ne batugamba nti person without a Christian name tasobola kujjuza gundi gy'ayagala kulaga mu masomero. He must have 2 names. So I adopted Joseph because nasomera mu masomero g'abakristaayo nayogera mangu. Kitange n'agamba bamutwale mu bapoto abawakana. Naye essomero nalizimba, nabazimbirawo ebizimbe ebyange namalya P7 ne kanisa yaabwe yali egudde. Ngende wa president n'abawa ssente ne bateekako amategula. Matale Anglican Church. Nasomera Matale mix. You see, nothing is more embarrassing than mentioning a school that is no longer in existence. Obanga tulina ba Obi oba ba Ogi. Yes. Anti mulirwanirira. Ate ffe mu myaka gyaffe twateekangako nti never forget ku mbaawo z'essomero. Me I didn't. Nabagamba I will be remembered. I cannot put my name bajja bisangulawo. From childhood I was a very arrogant man. The arrogance just grows. Is a virtue. Kakati nze ngamba abantu ekintu ne babwakana. And me I don't fight because you did not consult me. You did not call me. Whatever Museveni does involving millions is helping the sharks. He is helping his mafias in the government. Kubanga who writes ani awandika ebintu bino government policies is Mwenda.
Are you sure?
Mwenda writes these government policies. And that's why Mwenda no munne. They have no respect for people. Mwenda yabiwandika nabiwamaketingira era naye abavu ali arrogant. Ono ye bujozi has exaggerated intelligence. Taina kalina. That one has exaggerated intelligence and privileged wealth. Taina nacho intelligence. Tajina bujozi najoka abantu najoka nabana akolachi. Taina nacho intelligence. Let me tell you. This story helps us to explain the problems in land commission. The mafias, because they write these policies, they know Museveni. Who is going to use this money?
Government plan is shilling.
Yes, the 67 trillion. which government department is going to use this money? Land Commission.
Land Commission.
Does it surprise anybody with natural intellect to know that there are troubles in the Land Commission?
What we should have the internet about one year. When I be a Prime Minister, also Prime Minister, Nabban, and Agama President, and Gilmon Songa, it's all about the solving the work. But amidst that, all
no, why should the President Bianca raises a question? Did you pay an existing never cover answer? Answer. Did you pay a non-existing landlord called Namuli? Billions. If you did, you answer one fee. Did you pay or you did not pay? If you paid, where is Namuli? And tell us, you take the journalist to Namuli's land.
Land Commission.
Yes. These are not in newspapers.
It's a Tamale. Land Commission.
These are outfits of mafias. Because the money is going to be churned through Land Commission. Those who are there must be removed. You believe that we went to government, we came to government. Is that what you believe? Twaja to mumbe ewange baba 5 billion. Mbwa majikanyuke kasasiro. You Mirundi samuzala ngayo. I will never enter that office and I will never work for you. Tigoyina kubera mbwa hunting dog. Kati this I cannot buy this newspaper and expose it to my children. It deserves here. Yes, it deserves to the toilet or to the sigiri. It tells you when the mafias know where the money is going to go, there is trouble. The entire must be removed before money trillion go there. Yes. This media, I was happy this morning. I rang Bigirimana. Bigirimana is a Catholic, very forgiving. I teased him this morning. When he said, Mirundi, get off my phone, I said he was annoyed. And we've been fighting together his battles. Bigirimana won a defamation case against a monitor, a shutter. We have what we call a broadsheet. We have what we call a shutter, a gutter media. Monitor has degenerated to a gutter out of it. Bamuandika ko story. Bamujumu muchifu. Nabawangula mu court 400 million. I teased him. Mr. Bigirimana, my brother, my dear brother, yes. I've heard that he won a case against media, against monitor. These are poor newspapers. They will fail to pay and you will close the newspaper. Said, let them close. Because bamu kuba ne bamuonona. Nayo nakulumu nzo muntu nateka bomu mu monitor. Oba in one of your newspapers. Bona bamuli ne bafiramu. I sought a nume yange.
God forbid.
Bani akasajja kabukedde akatasoma akasimanga ebyolooni semakula n'akajende kasoma ebyolooni kakulu byakasomanga byolooni bwankube emyezi 6. Exactly what Bigirimana told me is what I feel. Bayise maama we bukedde yakuba kasajja gwe ne tusinkana mu lifuti gwe efulumya omulambo kulu bye ntusinkana mu lifuti abasenga ntusinkana mu lifuti bakuba mu bukedde. Museveni ayise nyina wa Mirundi abeerewo nga bamukebera omutwe. My mother who is a cripple, nga tebamukubira mu kubba mmere. I come from a rich family. Bamukuba yazaala omwana awagira Museveni. What did they pay me? Bakuba bukubi mawulize. Abakukyali baga, akavudde Kampala mugawulidde. Museveni ayise mawulisiya. Bakebere mutabani w'omutwe. Having contributed, dedicated, committed 14 years for you. Nakalema n'agenda bwendi kwatu bye ntusinka n'omwatta munni. nekusanga gwe mutta munne gwe kulubi. This is what the man has told me. Okay. Bankuba wonna aba monitor. They have to pay. You will close. Monitor you will close. Red papers already aliko chikuba mukono is in comatose. Bucket will close. If these newspapers close, master newspapers, then we shall have the real investors. This one is I'm a journalist myself, a highly trained. If I grab, in fact, let me tell you, let's look at ask one of their reporters. It's called Seguya. Seguya came quietly to get a photo of me that I drink beer in the morning. I drink beer in the morning, I have my money. And beer does not destroy a rich man. I have all the tribes of beer in my refrigerator. Okay. Wango mwingi jeguli, winyonona koshi. I drink a bottle, kera kunywa. Ugwafuzeka gulugwe kujja kogono, nywa na ile special, sigatamu. Kakati kajja kabawa mani kamera yako. Nali mazo batega mu bukedde. Nti mugende mukube mwono. I bought 6 bottles of beer. Nenzo opening anezeka ku bottle ku table. Nene kwe. Kajja zonna n'obwavu bwako. Kajira ku boda. Kajja kayidde. Bakali kalidde kikomando. He entered the toilet. Tekaleka tekajiggaza. No, just pull this fool. I did not allow him to use the toilet paper. Nenkofulumyamu. Nenkolekuba emisinde. Kadduka emisinde ng'empale eri makati. The bukedde reporter called Seguya. I humiliated him. Nekikamera nekikakanyugira kagenda ku bodaboda ng'empale giyo wandagala omusajja wa bodaboda enyindo ogiwonese waggulu n'enkabonereza. Newspaper, you read, these are not journalists. Don't treat them as journalists.
They are what?
They are mercenaries. They are paid money to destroy people. This story tells you. Yes. This woman, Kurepo, who has made this commission credible so that the government can pass money through it, should not access money. That's why you have generated hatred. And I predict, when I predict 10 things, I see 8. We shall be worse than the Rwanda genocide. Stupid. Do you know the person? The woman, monitor answer one thing. Don't tell us. Minister describes the code. Where is Nabako? What's the credibility of Nabako very down? Tell us what Nabako has ever achieved. She was talking about representative, Equatorian police. What is the credibility of Nabakov? A person who cannot win an election. Her election was nullified. Do we get credibility from Nabakov? Nayo mukazi omulema ne bamudwaginga. Kakati that one is point number 1. That it explains these people get information from Museveni. Okay. They spy on him. Whatever Museveni does, or is planning to do, they foresee it and plan to take it
and sabotage it.
This one will fail. It has started. Museveni's project of 26 trillion has suffered a steel bars. It will never materialize. Kubanga tibaagala okuteekayo anazibba. When you remove the Land Commission, it means you are going to replace the Land Commission with their allies, Sente Bazib. N'abakoba gwe toyinza kuyitamu. N'abakoba, don't waste your time and resources to go to Mityana. Yasooka kubeera n'abakoba nti Musoga n'afuuka n'abakoba mbu Wampologoma. And the Nabakobas, what do they own? Let me tell you. Money is like marijuana. A person who has smoked marijuana must be known. Unless it's a regular marijuana smoke. How much money does this Bianca have? If she stole money, where is it? She's even struck. They create an air of fear. Gwetoba. Baniva. Insebakoi. we are seeing the tail end of mafialism. I'm telling you. It's too much. Why do you humiliate people to that level? Somebody said, I wanted to take this money so that he can come to me kneeling. I have economically sabotaged, close my shrine. No, you will see Owagaluvindi, Aria Casasiro, Obagubasabi Danger mu State House. I hate you more than hate itself. No, you don't understand. To the media, this mercenary media, there is nobody in Uganda who qualifies to be a journalist. These are masqueraders who are paid the money because their newspapers cannot break even. What makes me annoyed? They have exposed themselves today.
Okay.
The money that is going to go through electoral land commission. This woman should not access it. Yes, because he will put it to the task it is intended for. But you know, if this money belongs to you, why don't you put Mugambe Bank of Uganda? Etekeke bifani byamwe basajja mwe ne bakazi mwe obujozo bwayitiridde yayina kubwa nolaba omukazi omulema naddane anybody who has had the misfortune, I call it the misfortune of working close to you, goes back with the sad story. If you see the magama boiling in me, you bakulubya nenkutta myezi mukaaga okubanze. Is it how you would reward me? That my mother who survived the lynching, not stealing food from somebody's plantation. I was thrown into a jirikiti where they buried the dogs. Sali basemu, sali kubekukamu, kanakatavani kakajiji, kajakimba beba kutte, katoli kuzumu, atojja kutemba, ujja kutemba kasajja gwe, toli damu kubeere mupi. Mwanja kubeera Prime Minister muggo. Prime Minister, you will be a Prime Minister in a European jail, serving 28 years in prison. Basajja bajoga nnyo. This story reveals why there is trouble in the land commission. And an idiot, a monitor idiot, gets the audit. Minister describes that monitor has no moral authority. A newspaper that has lost a defamation case, you should go. Heads must change in the monitor.
Heads must roll.
Yes, heads must roll in the monitor. Because their newspapers don't break even. The other day, nakubuli awadde ku Sunday, najana nenkugamba have captured Teddy ngali ne banne.
Yes.
Nga bapulaningira Bujinga. When Bujinga comes back on Tuesday, he will be denied bail. Sent to Chitalia, and he's called Malaya, Nebakolaji. And Metara will call and Jamad, Pastor Jamad, will convene a meeting of pastors. Kayanja ne Senyunga Babirim, Katiaka Sajaka, Bemauli. Makakayanja, Jessica Yakosanyusi, Masakabijota Basanyusa. Book did you were dead, it is a dead newspaper. Yesterday, can I tell you where Jessica Kayanja was and it did? Yesterday, mbabulireyo naye kakati okiraba kaduse Buked has withdrawn the story from which because I captured the lawyers plotting against Bujingo kubanga wa muhozi ne bagenda ejjinja bajje ku kyabazinga mbu wa muhozi. What type of people are this? Where did you get this malice? A newspaper cannot afford to be malicious. A journalist cannot afford to be malicious. Yes. A journalist must be fair and objective. Where did you learn that journalism? Bravo. Singaba bako kamuni baka mauli baba bantu ne bateka bomb. Ne bateka bomb bamu monitor bamu bofo. Ne buduka ne butakola mirimu. If you are pauper, you are paupers. Journalism is not for poor people, it's not to make money. Journalism is a passion. How much money do you get here? Yes. By the time we started, there were many people around. The scavengers have left. Those who were mercenaries who came for money. Journalism is for passion.
Yes.
We are the forces state. But in Uganda, there is no media institution that qualifies to be a fourth estate. It was used by a French scholar, a fourth estate. What constitutes a media to be a fourth estate? In Uganda, we don't qualify.
Okay.
A journalist must create a marketplace of ideas where people can buy and reject. Two, we sign a non-signed covenant with the masses to help the masses,
Yes.
not to be hired to fight the masses. That's a propagandist. Even in propaganda, I trained in propaganda in one of the best institutions, Monsi. Propaganda is not lies. Propaganda is the packaging of information, facts, to suit a sentiment. When I go to Makerere, I'm talking to scholars.
Yes.
When I go to my village, I'm talking to peasants. Manya, the similes I'm going to use, the way I handle. When you go to the village, when I London.
So that packaging is propaganda.
Yes.
Okay.
Bogamba, if you go to Gund, you quote Museveni. The professors will say Museveni is not a scholar. He does not have a PhD. Tosobola kuddira ekitabo kya Museveni n'okikola ku research. You can't. Kosi wakabagisazaamu. Museveni is not a scholar. So, but how many degrees did Nicole Machiavelli have? Socrates yalina degree mmeka? St. Augustine yalina degree mmeka? So, kakati nkugamba, this story gives you anti nkubuulire one, Museveni should stop that money immediately. Aziyimirize.
What happened to the land fund?
Anti kakati the moment Museveni stops the money, najja n'abako bamulandisi, najja n'omuganza mulandisi, n'ateekamu abalala. But egenda kusirika.
The problem of the issue in
yasaminga gonya abayasaminga nabaana musana balinda kugulabinga sente za Museveni. And this is how Museveni does not solve problem. We are talking about this company, Umeme. I say, why should this woman Nankabiro talk about compensation? Only. Have we evaluated other alternatives? In political science, any agreement, if you sign an agreement and the conditions under which it was signed change, it is null and void. I can understand.
Okay.
At that time, we did not have money. And we had not, our credit worthiness, we depended on IMF and World Bank. That's why IMF and World Bank were giving us draconian conditions. In fact, Chionga was removed from Ministry of Finance and another man from Public Service, Lubali, because they refused to sacrifice Ugandans. I respect Chionga.
Okay.
My problem with Chionga is not a settled man. Nti abakonjo tebamuwagala. You don't need to go to Bukonjo. No. Chiyonga ali minister wa finance nga teyasoma finance. When these people had just come.
Okay.
Chiyonga ye muntu yekka wa IPM yawangula akalulu. But it was forced to go into exile. Naye Chiyonga, what IMF yatuka to re-entrench. Re-entrench means excessive.
Okay.
Chiyonga being a peasant, nga yakulya mu bantu ba bulijjo. Chiyonga and Lubale. By the time we are supposed to go to the conference, the Paris conference in June, Chiyonga had refused to re-entrench Ugandans. And I remember, Chiyonga bamulaga ku mawulire agesatu ne Museveni kugenya ne bamulaga nga bamugubi. Chiyonga refused.
Okay.
Re-entrenchment. Where do I put people? Yes, mbateekewa. Chiyonga ne bamugamba nti yakubizza sente. He printed more money. But Chiyonga, being a cadre of NRA, did not vomit. I'm being sacrificed to accept it. What did we get from World Bank and IMF? What is its impact? All of the money we have been borrowing. Kakati, yes, kakati twagenda ne twewola mu World Bank okutereza amasannyalaze ne batugamba waliwo UEB. The British had invested in UEB. The British had an insurance company. Bagitanga batya. Britain yalina company yayo wano eya insurance. nga ye insuringa damu y'ejjinja Entebbe Airport and Parliament. Hogo Robinson. The company was called Hogo Robinson.
Okay.
It ensured the Parliament from colonial times. It ensured the Chira Dam. It ensured the Entebbe International Airport. Hogo Robinson. Kakati, when Museveni came, he realized the bottlenecks. Museveni identified the bottlenecks for Africans. Infrastructure. Power, chief power. The roads, railways, standard gauge. Africans had these statements from Museveni, his terms. But Museveni will die like Nkrumah. Nkrumah is known in Ghana, is not popular. Is not popular in Ghana.
He's known outside.
Yes. I told you that whenever I moved with the Museveni international conferences, the moment it was signed that the next speaker is Yoweri Museveni, the full capacity. Twagenda in Nigeria, Museveni n'alekichalinga the purpose of refineries. N'ababuuza, why do European countries have refineries? Do they do it for charity? All of the items mubirekayo. But crude, selling crude is donating money. Museveni and the president of Nigeria, Yar'Adua, the day when he went to Nigeria, he told him, do you know that we are the next to speak after you? Yes. But do you know that we decided to speak later? Yes. You had the speech affair now. That's the Museveni.
Okay.
But we're going to northern Nigeria. You have to take a conference. Yeah, Museveni is supporting. What they are saying, in the chart, they have a dysfunctional oil refinery. Museveni insisted we must have a refinery here.
Okay.
See crude oil. It is even against the law and the constitution of Uganda to sell unprocessed items. Nekasoli yali amugaye.
Yeah.
Kakati nezo na gondi ani investors parks sente bali bagenda kola oluguudo lw'Ejjenja flyover. Museveni negotiated that deal in World Bank. I remember a woman called Ngozi. A woman in Nigeria, a woman called Ngozi was in charge of African gold. Museveni asked him, what does Ngozi mean? A scheme. Ngozi. Bali bafunye sente. Nga bw'otuuka e Nammanga obeerayo flyover. Emmotoka eziva Ejjenja zikwate flyover zino eziyingira mu industry. Sente banasasira. Ask Nasasira where the money is. They're extreme your bonus. Basajja mmwe mu mabuli.
Sente zaaliwo.
Ne land ne bagikwata. Ne baleeta omukazi n'akizuula. Most of the land Nammanga teriyo. Bagigula dda bagiremeddeko. The woman was removed. Is a Munyarwanda. Kakazi katune bakagoba. Naye mmwe mulowooza nti mujja kubeera ku nsi kuno, mujja kujooga abantu, mujja kubajooga nga
kubeerawo.
Kakati nkugamba nti ebyo byonna Museveni byakoze babifrustrations. Singa Uganda eri wala nnyo naye obubbi bwe balina mu mutwe, obubbi bwabwe nti bwo buli kimu bakibba. Museveni yakwata $400 million n'ateekawo leya. Yes, bazibba zonna. President n'appointing omusajja in writing, a young man engineer Lutwama baali bamuse nze namuwe nemutwalewo erifu 3 motoka yali ekagobako ka mwendo ngo bamutaddeko abanamutta nyinza n'okuboogera motoka neyefuula ne bafa ne bamuvaako. Museveni nga muwadde special forces nembuuza Lutwama, is it your man? Why are we fighting? Kakati bakugamba Umeme. Umeme would not have raised its head if rare, because Museveni realized that you had signed an affair according to that time. Yes, the agreement. At one time Museveni said, we shall have steady power in 36 months. I said, I'm a propagandist. He is talking about 3 years. 3 years would scare the population. He ended up saying what?
Months.
36 months. Kakati now, if we are on our feet, If I marry and I signed an agreement with the local hotel to cook food for me, they bring the food couriers, then I marry. I go back and tell these people. If I borrow the money from the bank at high conditions, do they reject my money if I pay earlier?
No.
China